Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixelparters here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. When we left off,
You're already talking like bad, but without the voice.
Yeah.
Investigations when we left off.
We got the evidence that we were supposed to be given in the first place. Granted, now it's also got other things tied into it from the now murder of everyone, but we haven't checked the envelope yet. And it's so mysterious, and it has its own whole half of the screen, so
It does.
let's see what it could be. I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started.
Well, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
I suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should. Perfectly and in its entirety, if you please.
On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. I imagine actually you'd die of being shot in the heart. But
Died of
okay.
shock to being shot in the heart?
It's an interesting way to put it, but alright. I suppose it is possible, but I think you won't last long after being shot in the heart. Because that'll kind of, stop it from doing its thing.
Yeah.
And then you don't got long left in the first place. But Macro was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned, because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
A simpleton of a man, that's what he was.
Perhaps it was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rell was caught in the act on film by a security camera.
He was even a bigger simpleton than I thought. Can't believe he didn't notice a security camera.
The Godopian Embassy's security system is supposedly very well designed. He may have simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area.
So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself?
Yes, the surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rell on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I've ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. But that's part of our job. It's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court.
The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
The video showing the moment in which Mr. Rell committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed?
Huh.
Are you done with your inspection of the evidence?
Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence.
Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties?
What? No, I dare not lick my duties. What do you take me for?
No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me.
But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene?
There's something wrong here. Something about
there's that music.
This missing piece of evidence.
There's
Yeah, it's coming. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I'll have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime to find lobby number 2.
Oh, it stopped. The boots and cats is gone.
Oh my God! Is
Who
that
are you?
Is that who I think it is?
Who?
That's Lang. That's a young Lang.
Oh my God.
That's Detective Bad. But who is he with?
I've never seen that officer before.
So did you find it? No, not yet, and I've looked everywhere. I see.
I was gonna say that music.
Please continue with the search. Understood. I'll continue the search.
Jeez.
So you're the one running this whole show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't even be allowed at crime scenes. How dare you? Just who do you think you are? And just like that, he's gone.
Yep. Did he think he was Wolverine?
What was that all about? And who was that man just now?
Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life.
Does he
Whoa, it's weird seeing him in this angle.
Yeah. Does he even know that we're standing right here behind him? I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids?
He could read his mind.
Well, he also has a mirror.
No, I know, but like he said it the exact same way that he phrased it.
That is very true.
It looks like you are paying attention after all.
Of course I was.
It looks like he just stabbed himself with a mirror.
I have eyes in the back of my head. That mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out on who or what is behind him at all times. So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now? The guy came here from the Republic of Zangfa to study. He's Agent Lang, oh yeah. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of detainment.
You wouldn't
from
know
scratch.
that because you've never seen Avatar, but oh my god.
I only watched it towards the beginning of the show, but I didn't watch very far of it. Anyways.
Sounds like we need to boot up my Netflix account.
Oh, jeez.
I'm still, I recently learned that I am still paying for it every month, even though we're not using it. So hey, we should use it.
Probably. By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication.
Everybody tell Evan he has to see Avatar.
Thanks, everybody.
Please, have him watch it with me. I haven't seen it in so long, and he hasn't seen it, so he has to watch it.
Thank you for that one. Nobody's still just a rookie cup, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort with the movie.
It's really good, I promise.
The guy is more useful than Gumshoe.
Oh.
Even if he is rude.
Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time.
I heard that, pal. I agree, however, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to.
Excuse
Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad?
Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well.
Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you. I highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me.
I love it just reaches.
Whoops, my microphone stand came on. There we go, we're good. Fine, if it's in the game I must play, then I'll take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what has happened in this room straight from him. Okay, now I can look at the ground here. If it'll let me actually, it won't let me look at it, never mind.
Nope.
They don't want me looking at it, but I can look at the couch. What if the killer used these plastic bags in a flash of inspiration?
With that detective, I somehow doubt he is that quick-witted.
So you're saying this crime was thought out in advance?
With that detective, I somehow doubt he's capable of making such a complex plan.
Francesca, when will you learn to take responsibility for your statements? Goodness. Oops, I didn't mean to walk outside, but let's go back in. All right. Hello. Hi. I just realized something. It looks like I can walk free everywhere. So can I go see people in the middle? Is there anything going on out here?
It's so weird seeing them both run.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk. Wait, what? Oh,
Kay,
this is the...
you passed her.
I know, this is the courtroom over here.
Why would
Ooh,
you
fancy. Sorry, I was trying to...
Go back to the bean.
Sleeping. Hi. Oh wait, Kay. No, let's talk to Kay. That's the... Talk to Kay.
Oh, sorry, mister. I'm a little busy right now.
Doing what?
Well, I'm looking for something. Uncle Bad told me to, so that's what I'm going to do.
Let's go. I don't want to interfere with the girl, lest Detective Bad get angry.
It's like she's after a videotape.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Okay, what about you, you little...
What is it, Edgeworth?
Nothing in particular, however.
He says. You did it again. What is that supposed to be? Your mating call?
Is everything I do humorous to this woman?
Look, Edgeworth, I'm incredibly busy right now. I've got a mountain of things to figure out and check up on. If you want to talk, you're just gonna have to wait until later, okay?
I guess I'll just continue with my investigation then. Freaking.
Mating call.
Oh man. Anyone in here?
Oh my god.
No one's in here. Okay. Alright, time to go back in here and I guess just talk to the big bad man. Yeah, because those bags are all that thing. Alright, you. Earlier you were in lobby number 1 and now you're here in lobby number 2. You are quite the busy man, Detective Bad. Multiple returns to a crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives say. I see, in that case you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct? I don't have anything left to say to you, boy.
Oh.
Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another. I'm gonna find you.
Would it kill you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation?
I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That's help enough, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Please, we're asking you for just a bit more of your cooperation. Oh, don't push me, kid. Well, you know what? I want to know what you think about this key. Detective Bad. Did you know of the existence of the item in this photograph? Of course I did, oh yeah. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu case, oh yeah. In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatagarasu key are one and the same? What? That's impossible, boy. Oh, yeah.
Looks like he didn't know after all.
This piece of evidence, which we call the Yatagarasu's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yatagarasu's key to prove that Mr. Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. Isn't that correct?
Oh boy.
Well, I guess so. However, Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was in fact a knife. Yeah, you have to admit neither of us knew that fact. And if neither of us knew, then no one in law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this? Oh, yeah. I noticed that since a little while ago you appear to be searching for something. I presume that this key is what you were searching for. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And why were you searching for it? Because I promised Faraday. Oh, yeah, I promised that I'd protect the key with my life, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what, but after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Oh, yeah. Who would have thought?
Oh my god.
The key is what took Faraday's life. Detective Bad. So that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more. Oh, alright. But it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened, oh yeah, nothing'll change, oh yeah.
Oh my god. It's never gonna end.
I didn't have us any new options on here, but Detective Bad. I ask that you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1. Well, my answer is still the same. And this is the last time I'm going to do this.
Okay.
That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up. And find the truth behind this case. That you are the Yatagarasu. As I so boldly proclaimed last time.
Even though it's literally...
It's the twist. Because it's... Why are you laughing at me? Have I turned into the real Edgeworth and you've turned into real K?
Real K? Sure, I'm real
not
K.
What's her name?
Miss
you.
Oh
Callisto
no,
you.
but you, cause with the most serious expression on your face, you turn to look at me and whisper, "It's a twist."
Oh.
Just let go.
I was in lobby number 1 talking with you. Not you, but miss you, you know what I mean? We were talking about some trivial things, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene, oh yeah. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together, oh yeah. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2.
Okay. It sounds like the exact same story he told us before.
Indeed, I feel that we have yet to draw all the information that we can. So let's see what he said. His movements. I was in lobby number 1 talking with you. We were talking about trivial things. What trivial things? Like Trivial Pursuit? I was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with Miss Yu.
What if we played Trivial Pursuit?
Trivial stuff, it was nothing important. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That's for me to decide. No. No. Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Moving on then.
What is all that about?
Heard the gunshot before the trial was about to reconvene. Until you heard the gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary? Oh, I didn't hear anything other than strange sounds until that gunshot. The gunshot Detective Bad heard was really the one from the murder. That would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning.
Yeah.
I ask that you please amend your testimony with that statement just now.
Oh, sure.
Sure, yeah.
And I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot. But the balloon! Where's it? But the balloon!
Yep. Shrug, shake, shake, shake.
Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything?
It's the same color as the one Cave was holding, oh yeah.
Oh, so you knew about that ghost balloon?
Oh yeah, I was sitting with up in the gallery. During the recess just before we split up, oh yeah, let me tell you what I filled that balloon up for, oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, as you may have already surmised, this piece didn't need to come from Kay's balloon.
So what about the balloon? Oh yeah, what's it do ya?
Wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point?
What are you getting at?
This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot.
Oh, so the sound that the judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh?
On top of that, His Honor says that he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene.
Yes, which means that His Honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway when you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well.
So?
What? Don't give me a so.
Which just proves that there is a flaw in your testimony.
The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivety cracking. Oh yeah. And since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something, oh yeah. Did you ever stop to think why the doors and walls of this place seem so rugged, oh yeah? It's because, let me tell you what, they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked, oh yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh yeah, the doors and walls are super thick, oh yeah. The window panes are double layered, oh yeah. Let me tell you what, to top it all off, oh yeah, even the curtains are made of a special sound absorbing material.
Then you mean...
Since I was shut up inside lobby number 1, there was no way I could have heard that sound, oh yeah.
No!
I knew that's what he was going to say.
So that means that Scarface's testimony is completely useless. If the rooms were soundproof, then of course he wouldn't hear any sign of a struggle.
No. And that's also why it's only natural that I didn't hear the balloon popping, oh yeah. Now do you get it, kids?
Miles, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around.
The other way around. It's not possible to hear the sound of a balloon popping if one were in lobby number 1.
Are you turning about your thinking?
I was gonna make a comment similar to that. However, if we examine the situation in reverse...
That's the Phoenix way.
A person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad, if that is the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot?
What do you mean, how? I just did, oh yeah.
It would appear they have yet to realize the contradiction in your own words.
No, yeah, how so? Tell me about it, pal, oh yeah.
You let him say pal now.
Whoops.
It
If
slipped.
the rooms are as soundproof as they say they are,
It's a detective.
then how did the sound of the gunshot enter your ears?
I see what you mean. I guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I had thought, oh yeah.
Which means what exactly, Miles? And what does it all boil down to?
It doesn't even matter. It boils down to this. There must be a reason as to how Detectives Bad and Gumshoe heard a gunshot.
That's so weird. Detectives Bad and Gumshoe.
Yeah, heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have.
Oh, it's me. It looks like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh?
I mean, we don't. The window's open. Meh. State of the crime scene. Wait, can it be?
Is that ultra strong perfume you wear? She spilled some of it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for giving me that. Okay.
Yay.
And way too noisy.
It's a surveillance video? How could the piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
Oh my god, they're just throwing every piece of logic at once at us. Oh god.
Oh.
Okay. So we need to correct the correct.
That was actually kind of cool. I liked that little sequence.
Now. Okay. So lobby number 2 window and dissipating the smell are gonna tie together. Because her perfumes, probably the smell of it went out the window, I assume. There we go. Simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through barred windows. And yet the fragrance of the perfume managed to escape from defendant lobby number 1. Of course, incorporeal things can move freely through... It's my bottle of water over here. My bad. Incorporeal things can move freely through these open barred windows. It was a ghost! It was a ghost. Case
a ghost did
closed.
A ghost of a squirrel. No.
All right, so open windows. Now, okay, so I want to say that the missing evidence is probably tied to the TV because I'll imagine they were probably watching it or something.
But then what about the open windows thing?
I think we'll get another piece from this probably to connect those two together.
No, see, you should have connected it to the windows.
Can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. Wait, connect what to the windows?
The TV.
Okay. Yeah, because that was my other option. I just felt like I had to put those two together first.
Because sound is an incorporeal thing.
True. Because that's...
See, you need to run things by...
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I was going to say before the logic thing that they were able to hear the gunshots because, I mean, the window's been open here the whole time. We see the curtain blowing in the background when it's not frozen in logic time. So this window was open, and so was the window in the hallway, so that's how Gumshoe could hear it.
It's a TV, not tape player.
The answer is sound. So no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. Wait! Huh. That's why they gave us this tree of logic. Because the evidence, the missing evidence, is still going to be tied to the TV. It's going to be in the tape player over here.
Do you think someone played it to make it sound like a gunshot? Because the gunshot is in the evidence tape. Mm-hmm.
And that's why they turned it really loud. Because they also put up that the TV was turned really loud so it would sound as loud as a gunshot could.
Yeah.
So no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the windows in both Defendant Lobby number 1 and the hallway were open, that explains how the sound of a gunshot could be heard in both locations.
Origin from. See, now you can. Now.
I'm just too far ahead of. I'm just too intelligent. The game doesn't expect me to be as smart as I am.
Well, you gotta try to do. You learn baby steps. You go over all the small little steps to get to where you're thinking of. You just skip.
I mean, that's how I did my math in school too. Going back to yesterday's video, I talked about making notes. My math teacher used to get mad at me because
you mean not making notes. That's right. You wouldn't show your work, would you?
On small things I wouldn't, but my math teacher would get mad at me because when I would show my work, you know how they would have the whole regular formula that you're supposed to learn and show, but I was like, I can cut out steps and just do this, this, and this instead, and they'd be like, listen, you got the right answer, but you didn't do the right formula. And I'm like, because you don't have to. You can just do this instead. And they would just be like, sit down. I'd be like, okay. I used to make my own math formulas to simplify school formulas. Oh, God. Anyways, the missing piece of evidence is a video that shows the moment in which Mr. Rell killed the embassy staff member.
And yet you're still working retail.
Listen, the sound of a gunshot left quite an impression on me when it was played during the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday's evidence bag for the recess.
Granted, I got really good grades in high school and college with creative writing, yet I'm not doing anything with that.
And brought back here. I'm sorry.
I'm in retail.
If it disappeared after that time, then it's possible that the tape is still here in this room.
We should make a game.
Eureka! The evidence that the missing evidence created for
Eureka! We should make a game.
is the gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place. We will now give Capcom a year to make a Phoenix Wright 7, and if they don't, then we will.
Can you imagine?
And then they're gonna sue the shit out of us. Even if it's a free game, they'll sue the living shit out of us.
Miles, what have you been thinking about? Stop wasting time thinking and let's start looking again.
It's not a waste of time to think, for I figured out where we should look.
And where would that be?
Right in front of me. I believe we should examine
Right here.
the television. I'm touching it.
And it looks like he's touching it. And he turned.
In the TV.
Well, you kids... wait.
Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you like. Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay. I'll still have inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Just touch the tape player.
Yeah.
Remember? I mean, we already know the windows open. Just touch the tape player. It's a video player, and there seems to be a videotape inside.
It looks like it. The tape must have been stopped on its own when it reached the end.
This tape. Could it not be the missing surveillance tape?
I suppose, but...
Detective Bad, would it be alright with you if I verified the contents of this video?
Oh, sure. Knock yourself out, kid. Or I'll knock you out. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so let's rewind this and see what we have.
Sounds like an airplane starting. Fuck.
Oh, if I remember correctly, the footage of Rel killing the embassy staff member should be at about the 30-minute mark from the start of the tape. Oh, yeah.
How would you know what an airplane starting up sounds like? You've never been on one.
I don't know, like airplane simulator games, that kind of thing. I don't fucking know. Understood. This should be about right. Now then, let's see.
It blew up. This is the footage of Mr. Rel shooting the embassy staff member.
I knew it. The missing piece of evidence, the surveillance video, was here all along.
Yep.
This sound. What's the meaning of this?
It appears that Detective Bad has figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. With this, I think we can figure out the trick behind this double murder.
Do you mean that you figured it all out then?
Yes, all I have to do now is show what the gunshot Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard was, and through where they heard it from.
Fine, in that case, show me what you've deduced.
Okay, now to show what the gunshot Detectives Bad and heard was, and through where they heard it from.
The gunshot detectives Bad and heard. That's not what you said. You totally skipped Gumshoe.
Shit. Okay, now, so... Okay, they're trying to be real weird with me now.
Why? What do you mean?
Because they... I mean, do they want me to say that the tape came through the TV? Because they want me to deduce things.
Oh.
So... Let me see if I can say that, hey... The tape was played through here.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Okay, so I've got to do it on the window, I guess.
Miles, I believe this piece may actually be proof of a different last of sorts. It proves that today will be your last day as prosecutor.
Ow.
God, it appears I've made a mistake.
Alright, so it is realized there's someone within this room. I need to calm down and think it through once more. Alright, so I will deduce on the window of the videotape and be like, you heard the gunshot sound through here.
That makes more sense, because we literally just said, oh, it's on the TV.
There we go. The door and windows of the crime scene.
This game can be so nitpicky sometimes.
Yeah.
To be fair, like it's very specific.
Yes. Door and windows to the crime scene, namely this room that we're in, were closed.
And by this game, I mean the whole series is like that with pinpointing things.
Yeah. The killer could have used the gun and no one would have been the wiser.
That's true. This courthouse does seem to be well designed for such a thing, as it were.
However, what happened in reality was Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bad, and Miss Yu. All three of them heard the gunshot.
Well, the windows in lobby number 1, number 2, and the hallway were open. So naturally, the people in those locations could hear it.
But then why would the criminal open the window in the first place?
To allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose.
Correct. That's the only logical conclusion we can draw from this.
But why was that necessary in the first place? I want the real answer, Miles. I demand satisfaction.
Very well. I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. What was it the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of? It would be when the crime took place.
Yep.
Because the gunshot had to, because we can't fake the fact that it was Faraday was the one that was stabbed, right? If I'm correct. Yeah, Faraday was stabbed, so it was
yes.
Rel's death that was pretty much hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to change that one. So the killer wanted to fabricate the time of death of their precise wishes, and they used the gunshot and surveillance video to do so.
So his hazmat tape was left running.
Oh, you mean the gunshot I heard was from this video?
Yes, which means that the murder really occurred in an earlier time than we thought. Must have been during the recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on guard duty. Someone who has no alibi for that time period, and planned this crime out in advance. That person's the real killer.
Ooh boy.
Investigation complete, and we got our life back!
Huzzah!
Oh, hello.
I guess this will be big.
Yes.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, what is it?
Miss Yu is asking for you. She's in the courtroom.
Well, are you sure it's not a swamp?
She says she's identified the murderer, but that she wants to clarify something. One man accent tonight.
Oh,
It
boy.
looks like Miss Yu is still investigating something.
Understood. Please tell her I'll be right over.
Oh, come along. I want to hear what she has to say. Oh,
It would appear that the time has come to uncover the truth.
The time has come. Your time has come.
Oh boy, it's to be continued, and we're gonna figure out the truth behind this all.
I love what you've done with the place. Okay.
We're gonna get to the truth next time. We're gonna figure out who it was. Are we gonna say that it was Miss Yu who did it? Because I don't think she has an alibi for that time period.
I don't think she does either.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. This
And
one's
he's
gonna
at the
hurt.
end
Oh,
again.
yeah.
God
Oh
dang
no, it's 3 times in a row. God damn it.
it. 3 times the charm, that's it, no more.
Okay.